Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Haul o'clock with two packages, one from Lego Bricks and Pieces, and one from a very good friend of the channel. Alright, although I am very curious as to exactly what's in this package, because that is a surprise from my friend Clement in France, I do think I'm going to do this one first, just because it's got more pieces for more projects. And as you can see, it's from Billand, meaning it's from Lego Bricks and Pieces. And Bricks and Pieces orders are always quite exciting for me, largely because I generally buy all of my pieces from Bricklink, as you know, and that means that they're a lot cheaper, usually, and sometimes I get used ones, but even new ones can be a lot cheaper as well. But when I can't get a piece there, or there just aren't enough, or maybe it's a piece that's just so new that no one's really got it for resale yet, then you have to go to Lego Bricks and Pieces and fill in all the gaps to finish off those projects. And that's why it's really exciting, because essentially this is all the final pieces for a whole handful of things that we can then get done. So I'm going to pull out two bags, some paperwork and an envelope. The first bag is the very easy one to do. I've just got 200 more 1x2 tiles for my pavements, really, just so we can do a bit more in front of all of the buildings that we're doing along the edge of that second standing hole. So I probably won't bother tipping those out because they're all new, and none of this needs washing, of course, which is another reason why I like getting these orders. But otherwise, it's all in this one great big bag, so I shall tip out all of the wonderful goodness. Wow, look at that. Lovely. So, where shall we start? Well, here's a piece that's leaping out, and I'm hoping the other half of this great big advert is in here somewhere. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. I did just decide to get a second one of these rather fantastic Lego billboards from the 10278 police station set. Obviously, I've got one showing there, but if I put this on a completely different side of the city, maybe on a different aspect, so you can never see both of them from any one position in a Lego room, I thought it's just too good to pass up on. I mean, it really is better than all the ones I create, just because it's got a very fitting scene with a minifigure on and all the rest of it. So I really like that. So I couldn't resist the expense of a second one of those. Other big things, but less exciting. Couple of bogey plates for a train build. Woohoo! Coming soon. Another big piece is a green barrow. So we've had red barrows, and this is one from my own collection, for absolutely ages, but I've never seen a green one before, and I think it's unique to the Roadwork truck set 60284 from this year. So that's really nice. Now I had loads of the wheels already, so there we go. I didn't need to buy another one of those. So I've got no plans for this wheelbarrow. Just it was a different colour, and I thought it might be quite fun somewhere, maybe on the farm or at a building site or something like that. But when I was looking at that, and I noticed that the green one existed, this one popped up as well in medium lavender, and that's only been part of one set as well. 10748 Emma's Pet Party. So I've also got a spare wheel that I can add to that to put that into my city. So I almost need a garden centre to be selling wheelbarrows now, because I've got three in different colours and absolutely no idea where I'm going to use them. But I do think you'll agree they're quite fun. Maybe I could have just three people on a building site all in a row pushing all of those. That might be quite a funny scene. So let me know if you think of anything better than that. Other big pieces, I've got a couple of these great big train doors in orange, and the windows that go with them, so they just kind of clip in like that. And I'm going to use those in a very similar way to the set that they came from, which was that Tuning Workshop 60258 set, where they were part of the used car salesman's kind of office. I'm going to use them as two doors for the ticket offices for my fairground. I'm going to build a very similar caravan, but a bit different, with sort of windows at the side to be selling tickets directly from inside. So expect to see that in a video coming soon. I had most of the bits for that, for the sort of structure, but none of these orange bits that make up the doors, or all of these curved bricks that will make the ends of those two different caravans. There's a load of those and a few more. I won't go and pick them all out, but you get the idea. Now, another couple of big things are mountain bikes. So, yeah, this is kind of another collection. So this is a medium azure one that I didn't have before, which is from the 60306 Shopping Street. That set didn't seem to have all of its parts available for purchase individually when I last did a Bricks and Pieces order, so I've had them on my list since then. And this one in that set had yellow wheels, and I thought that was a good idea. I don't think the yellow wheels are in anything else to date. There it is. So I thought I'd do that, and I really didn't need that set because none of those buildings particularly are that amazing, or ones that I don't have a sort of earlier equivalent of. But that's very nice to have that bike. So I could have a whole family doing a mountain bike scene because, yep, here is another one. This is the dark blue one. And this came with red wheels and was part of that skate park set 60290. So hopefully I've got some red wheels here. And I kind of like that skate park set, but I do have other skate park bits and pieces from over the years, and they're probably a bit bigger than that with ramps and so on, but I did like the bike. So there is the bike. Oh, I've got ink on my finger from blotting out one of the addresses on the envelopes, but anyway, there we go. So that is a really nice dark blue one. And the other thing that was in that skate park set that I really liked was the kind of stunt wheelchair in bright red with the sort of what is it, trans bright green wheels, and they look absolutely great. So I wanted the wheelchair as well. Oh, if I can get them on. But yeah, I didn't really like the ramps, and I didn't really like the vehicle that was in that set very much. So I thought it would be cheaper for me just to buy the bits I liked and leave the rest behind. And there is the sort of front pair of wheels there. So I've got the stunt wheelchair, which I like very much, and the helmet for the guy that was wearing it, but not the guy himself because they were just generic pieces. I can make my own wheelchair user for this. Just throw that on there. So that is a great thing to have from that set. And the other element of that set that I really liked was the skater girl, I think it was. So I just bought all the pieces for that person because I really liked the sort of combination of pieces, even though I've probably got them individually. And then they had one of these faces. It might have been that face, I think. But the really important piece was this integrated hair helmet type thing, where we've got this sort of cycle crash helmet in this lovely dark purple colour with the blonde hair coming out the back. And I thought that that was a girl that I'd want to have down at my skate park as well. So very happy to have her. Yeah, so it's much more efficient way to get just the elements of some bigger sets that you want, as long as they're not licensed. Oh, and another thing from that set is I got a couple of the Vita Rush cans, so I can have some drinking cans in my city that are of that brand, either in a shop or just, well, people refreshing themselves at the park, or maybe at the skate park, who knows. So what else have we got? I've got the Trike Frame. I didn't bother buying the wheels because I'm probably pinched those off another bike. And that was part of that Shopping Street set as well. What else have we got? This is just one very strange piece that no one's got for sale, which is part of a crane. So we'll see that whenever I get round to doing a sort of harbour update with some facades. I just wanted to make a crane with a kind of winchy bit on the front. Now this is interesting. I got the bottom piece for Mysterio because, and I've got these two sort of hand pieces as well, because the one that comes in my great big Daily Bugle set here, I've just pulled him off the wall because it's just over there, didn't come with any of this extra sort of bright colourful gubbins like it did in that set, which was the 76174 Spider-Man's Monster Truck versus Mysterio. So I thought I would get the extra parts, which I just thought really made him look even better, to make my one look super cool. So we give him that, and that. And then he looks like he's up to even more mischief. I think you'll agree. Oh, I quite like it with the cape up like that as well. It looks like he's kind of soaring through the sky. Yeah, so I really wanted those pieces. This is a recolor of that one that was that ghost. What was he called? Neymar Ream. That was it. Yeah, testing the old memory today already. So yeah, I really like that. So that can be part of my Daily Bugle set. What else have we got? Now this is interesting. And there it is. Don't need to tear that anymore. I went back to the Stranger Things set, the upside down 75810, because it seems that a few licensed pieces have started to become available on Bricks and Pieces. And I don't know what the sort of method is behind the madness, because a lot of pieces still aren't available, but some are. So this is the little pink skirt, which would complete my 11 figure that I kind of pieced together myself, or well, I got the cardigan piece before, but now this is available as well. I can make it actually 100% accurate, so that's really nice to have. And there's a couple more parts from that set, if I can find them, that have never been available before. Well, there's the sort of bandana hairpiece from Lucas, which will, there it is, which is there. So it's got some sort of hair with this sort of camo bandana around it. So that's really nice. And then there's also the slingshot, there it is, in grey, which I haven't had before from that set. So those were not available and now are. And actually, there's a few more things that I really didn't expect to be available that are from the Hogsmeade Village Visit set, 76388. So you'll know I got that just for the Honeyduke's sweet shop, or rather, I didn't buy the whole set. I just went on eBay and bought the building, one of the two buildings, on its own. But I did like some of the pieces. And here are the legs and torso of Mrs. Flume, who runs that store, and I kind of like those, and I can change out these pink hands for yellow hands to make her fit with all the other people in my city. But usually you can't buy licensed Harry Potter minifigure pieces, so I don't know why you can buy these two. And in fact, you couldn't buy half of the other ones from that set either. So it just seems that random ones have either slipped through in error, maybe, or there's some sort of rule I don't understand as to why certain pieces are available. So if you do understand that, do let me know. Like, here's another piece from that exact set, Madame Rosemarta's head, or rather hair. And this is unique to that set. We've had this piece in a few different colours, including for a ghost, I think, in different sets, but never in this colour, so that's really nice to have as well. So yeah, I've got a few rather weird pieces that I feel a bit sort of almost naughty in finding and being available, but you know, long may it continue. Oh, and there's another one from that set. So this is from the Hogsmeade Village visit as well. This is the torso from Dean Thomas, who's a character in that as well. It's just a nice sort of puffer jacket, so I really like that as well. Then, in no particular order, I've got this torso, which is a bit of a sort of checkered race torso from the Race Buggy Transporter 60288. Just a bit different, nice and bright. I like that. We've got one from the Tractor set 60287, which is very similar to some we've had in the past, but it is a bit brighter and a little bit different. So I thought I'd try one of those. We've got this one, a lovely azure colour with nice zips and kind of a hood on the back, and that's from the Winter Snowball Fights 40424. Yep. And then, see, here's another one I didn't think would be available. So this is a really weird sort of hairpiece from one of the brand new video sets. So for a start, you wouldn't expect to see this for months just on the normal sort of timescale of things, because we haven't got any of the wildlife rescue sets available, any of those pieces yet. But this is the hairdo from the Punk Pirate Ship 43114, where it's the mermaid's hair. And just to sort of demonstrate how that goes, it's very much on one side. So it's kind of like that, which means she's pretty much had one side entirely shaved with a very asymmetric cut, but it's rather fantastic. I think you'll agree. So I had to get one of those. In fact, that rather suits her well, actually. So yeah, I like that a lot. Very odd hairpiece, but very welcome. Then we've got a few pieces from some Ninjago sets. So this is the ice cream torso from the character Hai from Ninjago City Gardens 71741. And, you know, I wouldn't expect to get this either. I remember when I wanted to get the original sort of Ninjago City set, some of the torsos and prints from, and they weren't available just because it was such a sort of, big set that they keep kind of, you got to buy all of it or none of it. But this one, with its lovely different ice cream logos on the front and back, was available, so don't know why. What else was there from that set? Well, there's this green torso with the ninja on, but we've had that in a few different sets before, with Lloyd on the back, but I kind of wanted another one of those. There was a black phone from that set, which is in a few new sets. In fact, we got quite a few new phones, actually. There's one. There's an orange one and a black one as well, which I can't see at all. I'll have to give up in a second. Right, well, there's one anyway. There's one of the brand new phones, so quite like that one. Seems that I should have loads of people just walking around staring at their phones, really, if it's going to, if my city's going to reflect real life. Now this is an interesting head hair combo that wasn't available last time. Really like those big round glasses and this bob haircut in orange. And they're both from a character called Shirley Keeper, who I've no idea about, but she's in the 60292 Town Centre set. So I really like her. I think they go very well together, so I'm sure I'll keep them together. Oh, now here is another little dog for my collection. Now it is a friend's dog, but the eyes aren't too sort of heavily eyelashed and dewy. And oh, isn't he sweet? He's obviously a puppy. And look at that little tail. Yeah, he's absolutely adorable. So he's from 41443, Olivia's Electric Car, and another set, I think, as well. Got loads of heads. Maybe I should make a totem. Lots of different heads. Lots of fun expressions or particular characters I'm trying to represent in my city. Oh, quite a number. Do talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this. There we go. So I've just got quite sort of joyous face there. That's from the Shopping Street set. Can't remember why I got that one. Oh yes, it's for this side with the glasses on. That's from the Spring Lantern Festival set, 80107. Same as above. That is the sort of shocked girl face from that skate park set and a few others that we've done already. That is a really nice shocked face, isn't it? Really like that. I think that's been in dozens of... Oh no, that's one of the new Monkey Kid sets, because look at that set of almost gold eyes. Very scary. I'm going to put that to one side because I've got the rest of that figure somewhere. Another one of those ones, a sort of scared face there that we've seen loads of times as well. So just lots of different heads for my city. Now this one is for a new Monkey Kid torso and hoodie top. I don't think I got the hairpiece again, but I really like the dark turquoise sort of hoodie that ties in with his actual torso piece. And when he's got his hair on, obviously that won't be visible, but he's got the hood there. And that is part of the 80024 Legendary Flower Fruit Mountain set. That's a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, looks really good there. It looks very stern indeed. And I may keep those parts all together, or I may just split them up. But I'll have to keep the hood piece with that torso, of course. And another set that I got quite a few pieces from, because they weren't previously available, was that Spring Lantern Festival one that I mentioned earlier, 80108. So there is a 2021 torso, year of the bull or cow, whichever one it is. Don't really know. Ox, probably, actually, isn't it? So anyway, there's a nice torso there. And that one had these lovely koi carp tiles in. So we can have a nice koi carp pond. So I got a couple of that one. And let's see, can I see another one? Hopefully there's another one. There's one. And I think I got a couple of that one as well. So that was relatively extravagant, but quite pretty, I think you'll agree. And then I got loads of other ones that are blank, just to sort of fill in the gaps around them to make the rest of the water that will surround them. So I'm just at a shot there. So that's to make kind of a big lake, or rather a small pond. I've got a couple of chocolate bars for the stock of my supermarket. I've got some tickets, because if I'm going to have ticket offices in my fairground, I'm going to need lots of tickets for sale. So I got those 1x2s as well. They're in absolutely loads of sets. This is one of those sort of bowl haircut pieces, but it's never been available in tan before, I don't think, until the Ninjago City Garden set, 71741. What else haven't I gone through here? Now these are quite interesting. So these are just sort of curved slopes, kind of corner ones, and I've got 2 left ones and 2 right ones, and they were to experiment with my Honeydukes sweet shop. So I've actually brought that down, and it's got the 2 kind of lollipops that I put on as decoration for an interim measure. It might be enough actually, but I've done these surfaces in grey, and they look fine because it's sort of part of the roof, and it kind of looks integrated with that, but it is a bit drab. So the other option was to do it in green, but I didn't have the pieces. I just had the middle bit. So I've decided to do one of each just to compare them side by side and see if it was worth me buying these pieces to do it like that. Yeah, I think it's no contest, isn't it? The green is miles better, so I'm really glad I bought those parts, and the green really sort of brightens it up and also ties kind of this bit to that bit, makes it a bit more green on the front. So yeah, I really like that. So that was a brilliant purchase. I'll put the other one on in a minute and then get that back into the city. Now I've messed up all these pieces. I don't know what I've gone through and I haven't. Here's another good one. So this is a Pixie piece, Pixie Torso, where he's absolutely loaded up with chopsticks and little sausages for his sausage gun. And I thought that was a really good torso to have him completely tooled up. And that's from one of the newest Monkey Kid sets, 80022, Spider Queen's Arachnoid Base. And I just got the torso because I've got a few Pigsies from before. I got this one, who I thought I could use around the city with the sausage gun mounted on the pitchfork and so on, with a nice little trousers and his sort of waistcoat. But I kind of figured this one might be better. So I might transfer those pink arms onto this one, and then try and make this one into just a regular person's torso, maybe just an employee at what will be my Pixie Noodle stand at some point. Yeah, so I thought this would be better because of just all the kind of equipment that's mounted on that shirt. And I've got a couple more of these. Actually, I've got the one that's from Monkey Kid himself with the logo on the back, and I've got this one, which is a different Pigsy, which I've covered up the sort of pink neck bit with a great big beard just temporarily. I'm not sure which of these I'm going to use. Probably all of them if I can. But anyway, that's a really nice torso to have. I think that just makes that one character going around the city with a sausage gun just that little bit more believable, if such a thing is possible. Also from that Spring Lantern set, I think it was, is the rice ball tile. So I can add that to my Chinese restaurant. I think I've got a couple of those. Another tiny little piece are these little bees, and they're from the Winnie the Pooh set, 21326. So I should have them sort of buzzing around my beehives that I've got on top of... Oh, which building is it? It's kind of next to the Is it the detective's office? Yeah, I think it is. So there's one there, another one there. I think I've got 3 of them. So I'll have 3 bees buzzing around. Then another thing I got an idea from a friend's set is these pieces. So I've got these 2 kind of wedge plates, these very pointy ones, and 2 triangular tiles. So we've got a yellow one and hopefully a lime one. There we are. And they make up a little kite. And I already had the pieces for the rest of this build, this kind of very small side build, to make a really fun, I thought, looking kite. And I just wanted that one piece from that whole set, but I thought it'd be a lot easier just to buy the 4 pieces rather than try and replicate the whole thing. I do need sort of a ribbon or something to go on the tail of the kite, and then I'll need one of those clear poles to kind of hold it aloft into the air. But otherwise, I think that's really good. So that's from 41447, Heart Lake City Park, that idea, and you can see that just flying above their heads there. So yeah, it's really bright and lovely. So I don't know how I'm going to use that. Maybe in my park near the town hall, but it's really good fun. It incorporates this kind of whip piece as well. So yeah, really, really nice. We've got the baby carrier, which I've had before, but not in dark bluish grey, so I thought I'd get one of those. That was unique to the Ninjago City Gardens set as well. And that is about all the pieces covered. Oh, I've got a couple of these shields for the super secret police. Yes, they can use those for crowd control. And another thing, but it's very sort of insignificant in a way, but it's these replacement coal pieces for the flying Knotsman train, and they are actually that very sort of dark gunmetal colour. They might look black on the screen, but they are the gunmetal, and I'm hoping that'll be a really good compromise between using black coal, which just looks a bit too dark, and dark bluish grey, which looks far too light for coal. But I think that looks very much like coal, so I'm looking forward to incorporating those into the whole thing as well. Oh, and that is some Minions hair. I just bought one of those to experiment with because they're strangely expensive for the size piece they are. Yeah, and they've been in all the Minions sets, so that's not really worth going through at all. Oh, there's one of the other phones. Don't know where the third one's got to. There's a black tile in here that's a phone, and it's hiding. But yeah, that's a really nice one. Cool, so that is a really wonderful set. Lots of minifigure parts, lots of vital parts to finish lots of projects. Ooh, I didn't mention this one. These are 3x3 round tiles. I'm going to use these as tabletops at a cafe or something like that. And I've already got the sticker sheet to provide the stickers, which is these ones here. So we've got some very sort of nice checked tablecloths to go on it. And they're from the recent Organic Cafe 41444. So I've got two of those to make some nice tables somewhere or other in my city. So that's really nice as well. Oh, and there's another one of these boxes, which I saved one of the Honeyduke stickers for. So that can go on there, because you were supposed to actually put one of these stickers on each side of the box that is stored in the loft in that set, right up here. And I thought, well, you can only ever see one at once, so why not buy a second box and use the second sticker on that, and then maybe I could have a delivery out the front, or just have these in my cargo area or something like that later on. So that was another tiny idea that just makes the city just that tiny little bit better. So very happy with all of that. Let's move on to the package from my friend Clement. Now he said he was going to go to the Build a Minifigure wall to get some parts for himself, but he said he'd also get me a set as well. And because I live absolutely nowhere near a Lego store, that is very appreciated. So let me just, oh golly, get this out of the packaging. It's a bit tight. Oh, and here it is. So it looks really good. Let's have a look at what we've got. So I really don't know what I'm going to get here because I really can't get in here, because he just said he would see what looked good and what looked new. So he's actually put them in bags so they don't sort of rattle around. So the first of all, now this is unbelievably cool. So this is like the very recent, what was it, Series 21 dog suit guy, except it's in this, what's that, medium blue? Or is that the bright light blue? It's hard to tell really here. Or is it even sand blue? It's really hard to tell. I think it's the medium blue. And he's got a bow tie on. The same head, if I am right. But the different coloured body in its entirety with little toes on here. And that is just a beautiful minifigure. Probably to go next to the other one. So there's a pair of them. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the first one, let alone the second one. Oh, and there's this cute little pug tail. So yeah, well now I've got two. So if you're interested in one of these, get down to your local Lego store and get yourself a blue pug. But he's absolutely fantastic. So already this package is awesome. Thank you very much indeed. Right, other parts. Now, it seems like he hasn't gone for complete minifigures, perhaps, and just gone for a sort of 5 per minifigure, because some of the stores allow you to do that. So we've got this torso, which I think I've had before, but not with the pink arms on. So that's nice. That'd be a nice uniform for somebody maybe selling food, or maybe somebody at the fairground. So I like that. It's very nice. Wow, check that out. So that is a denim skirt, and I definitely have never seen that before. And doesn't that look wonderful? But have we ever had the printing on the back on that curved surface? I don't know, but that is brilliant. I really like that. Now I've got the kind of jean trousers, jean shorts really, sort of cut-offs that they've done on the Build a Minifigure wall before, but these I've not seen at all, so they're great. I've had that one before, but it's good to have another one. A nice inflatable ducky thing in this, what's it called, coral colour. A toolbox in orange. That's new. We've had them in, what, dark blue, red? I think that's the only colours, and a couple of printed ones, but never in orange. So that's very interesting. Give that to a workman. Oh, wow. That is a really nice food piece. That, what is it, like a big fruit tart? It's got sort of a crimped edge all around the outside. What have we got? Blueberries, strawberries, kiwi fruit. Wow, that's very bright. So yeah, I really like that. That could be for sale outside my farm or something like that. Freshly baked fruit pie. Really nice. Or fruit tart maybe. Oh, and there's another one in here. In fact, we've got quite a few similar pieces here. We've got another one of the toolboxes. We've got another one of the pies. It's definitely good to get two of those because we'll want them side by side. It's definitely good to get two of the jean skirts. And actually, we can make it into some kind of dungaree skirt. I don't know if they do that combo, really. Dungarees with a skirt at the bottom. Or sort of a almost quasi-dress there. But nonetheless, that looks really good as well. I think I've had that torso before on the dog sitter minifigure, or what is it? The one with the poop piece and the two dogs anyway. And then we've got another one of those. And a scared head, which you can never have enough of for my fairground. So that was brilliant. Thank you very much for those, Clement. And that actually brings me to the point that a few people have been waiting for, which is the announcement of my P.O. box. And that is so all of you, all around the world, can send me anything in if you so choose. I'm not begging by any means. I don't need you to send me anything. It's just I get a lot of requests from people who want to send me something, whether it's something spare they've got or something they want to sort of see in the city. So only if you want to. Don't feel any obligation whatsoever, but I will give you the address of my P.O. box. So address to Robin Hood Bricks, P.O. Box 11048, Nottingham, NG8 9QS. And don't forget to put UK on the bottom of there if you are not based in the UK yourself. And that actually brings me to another really important point that is about UK customs, who are very officious indeed, and packages can have a real problem getting into the UK if you haven't done it correctly. So the first thing to do is to mark on the customs form, which you'll be able to get at your local post office, that it is a gift. If you write a gift on it, then I won't have to pay tax or an income duty charge, because otherwise those can get really expensive very quickly. So do be sure to write gift on, and also they'll need the value of the gift, including postage, and that needs to be under £39 for me to not pay duty on it, which again can get very expensive indeed. So if you were to put a value of say £30 on, or $30, or whatever it is, €30, then that will mean that it should get through without being held up at all. So if you remember those points, that would be greatly appreciated. And what I plan to do, depending on how much comes in, assuming anything comes in, then I plan to do a Brick Haul 100 as being all of your stuff and only your stuff. So that is, well, what are we on now? We're on Brick Haul 95, so it'll be 5 hauls away from now. So maybe 5 weeks if we keep at it without any interruptions. So you've got plenty of time in a way, depending on whether you live on the other side of the world, to have your thing included in that haul. And if it goes absolutely crazy and you all send something in, then maybe we'll have to start making it a more regular occurrence. But anyway, as for today, I think this has been a great haul. I'm really looking forward to just those few smaller pieces that are going to finish off vital builds. I'm definitely looking forward to incorporating all of these, and the pièce de résistance from Clement is definitely this blue pug, who looks rather fantastic if you ask me. So we'll be seeing all of those appear in the city before too long. Cool. Well, what a wonderful haul. I do like getting all of these little pieces that make all of the details in a city that much better. Also little things that improve things like the Honeydukes or Mysterio here or something like that. The variety, the collections from our mountain bikes or so on. So thank you very much, Clement, for your contribution. Thank you very much, Lego Bricks and Pieces for your contribution. And also thanks in advance for any of your contributions to Brick Hall 100 if you do decide to send me something to my new PO box. So as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And if you value this channel, there are many ways in which you can support it. Do check out the links in the description below. And sorry for some of the minor sound trouble earlier on in this video. It was only identified when I was looking back just now, so that is a bit of a shame, but I'm sure we'll get over it. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, we'll be back in the city, catching up on one of our long overdue projects. So until then, see you!